Metal Nation, it is time for a special Christmas episode of Metal Promo Reviews, where we take metal promos that have been sent to us, read them, and decide how many ears we will be dedicating to said item being promoed. Joining me, wow, that was a fast fade out on that.
That's good producing there, Timothy. You really joining everyone out there. What you
joining me, interrupting me.
Sorry.
Is Santa Claus. You can talk now.
Can I talk now? Ho, 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 ho. Hi, Timothy, and everyone out there in Podcasm Downland. I hope you're all being good and nice and not naughty. And I want to thank Timothy for inviting me on here to talk about some groovy tunes. What are we doing? Listening to band music or something?
Nope.
No. All right.
Nope, where I'm going to read you promos about music.
It's probably a good thing because Santa can only read lists.
Well, I have a list of 3 promos.
All right, excellent. And we're going to decide if they're naughty or nice, right?
Yeah, you could, yeah. How about I'll do yours and you do naughty or nice?
Oh, okay. Well, what do you mean ears, Timothy? Like ears of
like
corn?
on the side of your head.
These things? All right.
All right. Here we go. February release. DRUNEMETON, Tir Non Og, Pagan Black Metal, Haydn's Heart.
I think you just had a little mini stroke there. You weren't speaking a language that I could understand.
DRUNEMETON's album, Tir Non Og, offers an hour of epic pagan black metal, fusing Celtic history with a raw symphonic sound set for release on February 2nd, 2024.
Okay.
All right.
That's outside the Santa territory. I wish they had been better in thinking of a Christmas release. So that's definitely a point against them.
All right. The label is Haydn's Heart.
Right.
Format will be digital and CD. Genre pagan black metal. And even though they're all Celtic and shit, they're from Russia.
Wait, hold on. Shouldn't they be? They're Celtic black metal from Russia? That doesn't seem right. Wait a minute. Timothy, do people still give out CDs? I don't think I've given anyone a CD for like 15 years. Like, what's that about?
Does that mean I'm not getting the CDs I asked for?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know you asked for them, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're getting them. You're free to ask Santa Claus anything. Even the naughty kids always ask Santa Claus for something. They go to the mall and ask one of my many helpers, and he'll always say something like, well, if you're good, I don't know how those guys talk, but, something like that. But just because you made a promise doesn't mean you need to keep it. That's Santa's way. So what were we saying? CDs, good investment?
DRUNEMETON returns with a brand new album to be released February 2024. Fifth full length of prolific Russian pagan black metal. Almost 1 hour of total battle music accompanying advancing armies that are storming over sea and air. An impressive album of dark heathen art where music, lyrics, and original cover art are written and painted to complement each other in order to reflect an overall concept of traditional paganism, describing Celtic history, myths, and their role in modern life. Music-wise, reminding of Viking-era Graveland, Bathory's both Nordland parts and Menhir, all performed on real instruments, including Balkan duduk and wooden recorder. The songwriting is excellent here, with lengthy tracks all ranging from 6 to 9.5 minutes, but not a dull moment to find. Varied and adventurous compositions with strong melodies, symphonic sections, but with raw and primordial sound, and compared to DRUNEMETON's previous output, slightly more compact, less symphonic, and more aggressive. Previous albums released on the respected Der Schwarze Tod from, I believe that's the Black Death, from Moscow. The project recently relocated to Old Europa and is now working with Haydn's Heart for Tir Non Og, the band's most epic and encompassing album thus far. Highly recommended for fans of Graveland, Bathory's, and Ancestors' Blood. Quote, when our life path of struggle, toil, and hardship ends, our bodies are cast to the pyre.
Well, they really like talking about themselves, Timothy, and I suppose if they're half as good as they think they are, they're probably a pretty good listen. But I'm a little concerned about what do they say? Like hordes of Russians playing battle music? That doesn't seem very friendly to those of us living in the North Pole. So that makes that a little weary. I mean, don't all bands play real instruments? I mean, I guess some have triggers or something, but that seems an odd thing to boast about. I play a non-imaginary guitar.
I wonder who that's against.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
All right, lineup. Here's the lineup.
Okay.
Granus.
Oh, this is good, Timothy. I can tell you if these individuals are naughty or nice, but outside of the review of the band. All right.
First one. Granus. Vocals and instruments, songwriting, and lyrics.
He's pretty naughty. Granus. He's got anus in his name.
V. Balkan Duduk, and wooden recorder.
All right, this nice person plays real traditional instruments, so we got to give him a bone. I mean, they're nice only because no one wants to be naughty with them. They're just a big nerd, so they're fine.
You don't just speak English, right? You could tell me how to pronounce that word, right?
I could. It's the see.
And then the session drummer is listed as Unholy Father.
Well, that sounds a little bit like Santa Claus, doesn't it? Am I a session drummer, Timothy?
Well, why are you asking me?
I don't know.
All right, track list. Intro.
Wait, hold on. Isn't that just two guys and someone they paid to drum for them? Does that really count as a band?
It's one guy who does everything, one guy who does the folk instruments, and then a guy they paid to do drums.
All right.
All right, track list.
Suspicious.
Intro, Tir Non Og, The Elysium, The Flight of the Swans, The White Ship, Underneath the Waves, Veil of the Black Mirror, and Haven in Flames. For fans of Bathory Menhir Forefather, Ancestors' Blood, Graveland.
Is that only 3 tracks?
No, that was like 8 tracks.
Oh, it's an 8-track? Yeah, I thought CDs were bad. Wow, I mean, this is pretty ridiculous. I guess technology is the old Mother Russia's not as great as here in the North Pole, or where are you, Canada or somewhere? One of these places. It's kind of sad. 8-track music.
All right. Are you doing naughty or nice, or are you gonna do ears?
Well, I do naughty and nice, Timothy. I'm fucking Santa Claus. What do you want me to do?
Okay, good point. I'm giving this one ear. It sounds like it could be good, but it also sounds like with the lack of it's one guy, so
Yeah.
It's
one naughty guy.
One is mostly one naughty guy, and maybe there's no checks and balances to make sure the songs are interesting. That's
Timothy,
what I'm worried about.
Timothy, they're Russian. They're not Czechs. You got to be careful. People might get offended.
All right. Well, one ear.
All right. Well, I mean, they're pretty naughty. The main guy who does 90% of the work is naughty. The guy who plays the duduk, he's pretty nice, but only because he's a nerd. He would be naughty if he had the opportunity, but no one wants to give him the time of day. And then the session drummer's nice, but he just does it for money, which in itself is kind of naughty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the N from nice and take that off and stick the Audi from naughty and combine them to give them a mixed score of naughty.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Next up, Crimson Moonlight unleashes video for Wings of Death. Crimson Moonlight just unleashed their video for Wings of Death, taken from Abaddon, their new 3-song raging tempest of black and death metal savagery at the forefront of extremity. From the depths of the Swedish underground emerges the cold metallic fury of Crimson Moonlight. There is no surrender and no concession. Brace for writhing anger tempered with haunting melodies, a magnum opus melding musical devastation with fierce harmonies. Crimson Moonlight aimed to crush the expectations of even the most hardened metalheads. This release represents the Swedish warriors at the absolute zenith of their creative and technical prowess. The onslaught has begun, echoing to the ends of the earth and beyond. Abaddon, featuring epic artwork by Necrolord. Dark Funeral Dissection at the Gates is available on CD and all streaming platforms. All of them. And that's crimsonmoonlight.bandcamp.com.
You know, they say that, but I don't think it's available on Tidal, Timothy. So fuck them. Well, that sounded pretty bad. I mean, how can you be underground and see the Crimson Moonlight? That doesn't make any damn sense. Also, why is everybody so angry? They're just raging and marching. But here's why this is a naughty album, Timothy. Because first of all, it's not an album, it's a single off of a 3-song album. That means they were, one, lazy enough to make a 3-song album. And
looks like Crimson Moonlight is on Tidal, by the way.
Oh, they are? Well,
yeah.
I guess you can call Santa a son of a bitch. But don't do it this close to Christmas. Whoa. Anyway, how are you going to have a 3-song album and then release a single? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's like, would you like an exclusive donut that Santa bought, even though he just bought a 6-pack of donuts? I mean, even that's twice as impressive as what they did. So, I don't know. It seems pretty naughty, Timothy, and Santa doesn't like lazy children. Santa likes children who do their chores and clean up and eat their vegetables and leave, all those naughty cookies and whiskey and milk for Santa Claus. Those aren't children things to eat. Those are Santa things to eat. So if you do well, listen to your parents, your mom and your dad, or any other parental figure you may have, because that is not imposing a norm on what a family looks like. Ho. But anyway, so listen to your parents and be good. Don't be naughty and don't listen to this album because they're pieces of shit. And they wasted their money putting their music on a service that no one would ever listen to it on. Like, why would you pay $40,000 a year to listen to Tidal to get a 3 dB attenuation that the human ear can't even detect after you're the age of 4? And spend all that money. I don't get it. Do you really have those good of a headphones? Because Santa knows he didn't bring them to you last year. So why are you even bothering?
Well, I'm going to give them an ear and a half. I'm curious, and the artwork is well done, but it looks like the lower tier of Necrolords.
The lower tier of Necrolords is a pretty good description of their band too.
Well, I'm still guessing it cost a pretty penny, but it's like monochrome. They wait,
are you saying the cheap band that just released a 3-track album, then released a single, didn't pay for an extra color in their printing process, even though we live in a fucking digital age? That's weird.
Maybe that's what they asked for, though. I don't know. All right.
Maybe they're wrong, Timothy.
I'm still all in. All right. Last one.
I like how you're all in, but you're not all in. You're just 1.5 in.
You're right. I'm rounding up. All right. RIBSPREADER unveils new album, Reap Humanity. That's REAP. Reap Humanity.
Okay. That was almost a very naughty album.
Set for January 2024 release. Veteran Swedish slash US death metal band RIBSPREADER is gearing up to release their 10th full album, Reap Humanity, on January 16th, 2024. The upcoming album, to be released through Extreme Music in both the CD and digital formats, promises to be a brutal and putrid addition to the band's discography. RIBSPREADER led by the Swedish metal genius Raga Johansson, known for his work with Paganizer, Putrevore, The Grotesquerie, Revolting, and more on guitars, bass, and vocals, is joined by guitarist Taylor Nordberg from Deicide, Inhuman Condition, and X Massacre, and drummer Jeremy Kling from Venom Incorporated, Inhuman Condition, and also X Massacre. Together, they have crafted what is anticipated to be a standout album in the death metal genre. The band has revealed the cover art for Reap Humanity, along with the first advanced single, giving fans a taste of what to expect from this new release. The track list for this album is as follows: The Skeletal Towers, A Fleshless Gathering, Reap Humanity, Count Damnation, As the Ghouls Are Summoned, Like Breeding Vermin,
6,
Further into Decay, Human
7,
Fodder, Shrouded in Despair.
9.
Timothy. Yes?
They've just released 3 albums. This is incredible. This is quite an accomplishment. It's got to be like 16 CDs.
Reap Humanity is set to deliver a powerful blend of brutality and musical mastery, showcasing the seasoned skills of its members. The album's release is eagerly awaited by fans of the death metal scene. Listeners can preview the first advanced single on YouTube and learn more about the band and their upcoming release visiting the RIBSPREADER site. And
that's not how you say that in 2023. Have you visited my site, Timothy?
The artwork is got a lot of tentacles on it.
Okay, tentacles.
That's all
nice.
you need to know.
In a naughty
and
way.
It's great. And the RIBSPREADER logo looks like the oh shit! I just had it. Oh, what the hell was it? That band from New York.
Oh, the band from New York. Manowar
from New York. What's that?
Manowar.
That's
Billy Joel. The New York Dolls.
Now keep guessing.
Bands from New York. Run DMC.
Suffocation. It looks like Suffocation to me.
That was the next one Santa was gonna say.
Kind of. It looks kind of like the Suffocation logo to me. All right, there you go.
Well, okay. Let me say that they're nice. This is Santa's only nice that he's giving out, but I would like to put them on a naughty warning, because if you're gonna pack an album with so many songs, you need to be careful. I know you're insisting, like Timothy and all these metalhead people, on using obsolete media instead of listening to music on Tidal, which is the best hi-fi experience your ears can buy. But anyway, so you're forcing Santa to bring many heavy CDs. I mean, as we've established, this is like 3 albums worth in one album, which means that it's at least triple digipack and maybe even a jewel case, the thick ones. That's gonna make room instead of sack and make a difficult time for this jolly old elf. So just thank you for your commitment to the music. I appreciate what you do, and you're very nice. And I wish you nothing but Christmas cheer. But also, please think of old Santa Claus when you're making these ridiculously long albums. I mean, this isn't mind-boggling how nice it is for you to give your music away for free. So we all look forward to hearing your free music. Thank you very much. Godspeed and Merry Christmas. Ho ho.
All right, I'm giving this 1.8 ears.
That's right, because you're nice too, Timothy.
That's right. It's the art is on point and the song titles are on point. Yeah. But I'm gonna reserve some of my ears just in case it's no good.
I know you didn't mean to do it, Timothy, but you just said om nom. That's pretty natty.
All right, that's it. Do you have any closing message, Santa?
Oh, I always do, Timothy. It's all right. It's November. Oh shit! It's December 18 today, right now. Which means that you need to get your ass nicer than it's been. you know, you could make or break your ass this week. Because Christmas is soon. And Santa's watching you and David. Let's just say that you've been a naughty boy. And then Santa knows, so you better be careful. Because pretty soon, Santa's going to stop giving you the benefit of the doubt. Douglas, keep working hard. Like what you're doing. Good job, man. Michael's on this show, right? Michael's pretty good. You know, he has a lot of opinions, which are fun. Matthew is always great. You know, I think he's the exception that sets the rules, Santa likes to say.
There's been a couple Marks on the show as well.
Oh, there's multiple Marks. You know, there's Mark Gergerwicks, and then there's Mark Zambler. Both of them pretty good. One of them's naughtier than the other one, but that's between the two of them. I think that's it, Timothy. See everybody next year. Keep it trucking. And just because it's snowing doesn't mean it's glowing, if you catch my meaning.
Well, I think you're going to be on the show on Monday as well.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, of course, Santa knows that. Merry Christmas until then. And all the bands, you know, what were their names? Ice Shelter, Moonlight, and Kick Splitter. Two of you work harder, and one of you, good job. And see you on the chimney tomorrow night.
Cast them down.
No, Timothy, Santa Claus pretty much is like Trump, but he just keeps on going.
I'm leaving that in.
You know who else wears a big red hat?